At the end of 2015, I was extremely happy with the outcome of it. We had great games like Fallout 4, The Witcher 3. I could go on a huge list of all the games that came out in 2015 that were just fantastic. You know, there were some flops like Battlefront and other things like that, but as a whole, 2015 was a great year for games and game consoles, and everything, just news in general, was really, really good for 2015. It was how I got started. It's what really propelled me to, not just play games, but to actually look into what I'm playing and how I play them. And I'm really happy about that. 2015 was a great year. And so when 2016 started, we had the 2015 E3 that made me very excited for, 2016 as a year in gaming. I was very, very happy and excited. And for the most part, 2016 was an alright year. We didn't have any bad shit. There was some bad games, of course, that come out. There were a lot of problems. We had a lot of remasters and DLC and stuff like that that just were unnecessary. I've talked about a lot of stuff like that on my channel. But 2016, for me, when it was so promising. The game, it just looked like a great year. I was very, very excited for it. And like I said, it was a good year, but not nearly as good as I expected it to be. There wasn't as many big games. There wasn't as many great games. There were some really good games that came out this year. I'm not going to denounce that, but, we had a lot of really, really amazing games come out in 2015 compared to 2016. And that's why I think 2017 has a very big chance to, take that and just flip it on its head, because I think 2017 can be a much better year for games. For example, you have things like the Nintendo Switch coming out that I personally am very, very excited to see. You have all sorts of games coming out then. Halo Wars 2, I'm very excited for. All sorts of amazing stuff. Prey from Bethesda, Quake from Bethesda. CD Projekt Red is finally putting out another game, which hopefully will come out next year. It's called Cyberpunk 2077. Witcher 3 was considered to be one of the greatest RPGs ever made, if not the best RPG ever made. I personally haven't played it myself, but it did win Game of the Year 2015, and I think if any game deserves it, it is The Witcher 3. So that's one thing that you can be excited for. Just in general, there are so many things that I've just been anticipating for 2017, even back in 2015. Titles that were announced so long ago, like Dead Island 2, Crackdown 3, State of Decay 2 was announced last year. State of Decay is personally one of my favorite zombie survival games of all time, and I'm very excited for its sequel. And, like I said, the Switch. This is a new year for a new console. 2017 has the opportunity to put out Nintendo's best console since probably the N64. My personal opinion, the Wii and the Wii U are both just underwhelming, just gimmicks, I guess you could say. They weren't really amazing by any means at all. The Wii U and the Wii both had some great games on them, but they were just that, consoles for good games. As a console as a whole, they weren't very good or impressive. And you could say that about the PS4 or Xbox One. They're just machines to play games, but that's what's different about the Switch. The Switch isn't just a machine to play games, it's something different. The Nintendo has been known to do that with the Wii. And the Wii U, I guess you could even say, for that matter. Nintendo's always been trying different things, and I'm really, really excited to see how they're going to do with the Nintendo Switch. I've been hearing, you heard things about the Switch for the longest time, and like, oh, it's going to be a hybrid console, a mobile hybrid. And, there were always rumors swirling around, but you never really knew what it was going to be, and it turned out to be a lot of those rumors were true. Nintendo was doing something very, very extravagant and different, and I'm interested to see what they're going to do. Not only that, but we have big game companies doing big releases this year. We're getting a next installment in the Battlefront series, and while the first Battlefront game from EA was not very good at all, in fact, I despise Battlefront. I hate everything about that game, and I'm excited to see what EA is going to do. Not only will this year be a year for another Battlefront, for them to improve on what they did wrong, but it's a year for EA to put out another Star Wars game. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure that, I know it's contradicting myself there, but I think that there's going to be another actual Star Wars game aside from Battlefront this year. I'm not sure if it's Viscerals or Respawn Entertainment's. I've talked about it before, but that gets me very, very excited because we haven't had a good Star Wars game in a long, long time, not since really maybe The Force Unleashed. I can't really think of another game that gave the Star Wars license some justice when it came to games, and I'm really excited to see what EA will do with the license, because there have been plenty of canceled games. And it's not just Star Wars games and Nintendo. There's plenty of other games to be excited for. For example, I'm a big Bethesda fan, and they're publishing a lot of good games this year. You have Quake, you have the supposed Wolfenstein sequel, and we might get some more Doom stuff this year. I know I just got Doom recently. That's what you're seeing as gameplay right now, and I personally am enjoying the game a lot. There's all sorts of stuff to come out this year. We have obviously the next Call of Duty, if there will be one. That's one thing I'm really interested to see, is if we're going to even get a new Call of Duty. This could be the last year, and that would be really interesting to see. I don't think they're going to. I think we'll most likely get one, but we'll have to wait and see what happens. But yeah, guys, that's really it. I wanted to hear what you guys have to think mainly about this, because I think 2017 could just destroy 2016. Some of you may have thought 2016 was a great year, but I thought it was just fine. I want to hear what you guys have to think in the comments, so just tell me what you thought and what you're expecting for 2017, and tell me the game you're just most excited for to see and play. And yeah, guys, I'll see you in the next video.